Good Morning Texas Home and Wealth, sponsored by Rodney Anderson with Supreme Lending.
Are you maxed out in credit card debt and it's affecting your credit score? Well, there's a way to get out of that predicament. Here to show you how is our mortgage expert, Rodney Anderson. Good morning.
Good morning, Shanna.
Okay, what is going on here?
Well, here's what we have. We have 5 glasses that are that are empty, and we're going to fill these up. And this glass is a $10,000 credit card.
Okay.
This glass is a $10,000 credit card line. This one, and this one. So we have $50,000 available on credit cards.
Oh, goodness.
We owe nothing on them. We're in perfect financial shape.
Okay.
But let's
empty?
let's say 1 year ago we started. And you know what? We had to fill this one half full, okay? So now we owe $5,000 on a $10,000 credit card, but we still have $45,000 of availability. Why did we fill this? Well, we had to pay for school tuition. But guess what happens? All year long, then we want to do some home improvements, and we want to do $15,000, and we're going to finance it on a credit card.
There's more.
We're going to fill it up. We're going to fill this up. We now have $20,000 in credit card debt.
What's the average?
The average is $16,000 per household. But here's what happens. Now it's holiday season. It's Christmas time. We got to go buy presents, and we're going to fill that up. Oh, and by the way, spring break is coming up, so now we're going to go on vacation.
Rodney, these are $10,000 apiece.
Yes. And then all of a sudden, one of us loses our job, and so we got to finance it on credit cards. So what we now do is we have $50,000 of credit cards. Our credit scores went down. We're paying 20% interest on each one. $50,000 at 20% interest, Shannon, is $10,000 a year. So we might as well get another glass just for the interest.
Oh, my gosh. Let's talk a little bit about this credit card debt. How does it impact your credit scores?
Yeah, what happens is, according to FICO, 30% of your credit score is your capacity. Capacity is how much credit card availability do you have versus how much do you owe. This right here is called maxed out. Maxed out means your credit score is going to drop substantially. One such client, they got perfect credit, just came to us for a cash out. They have a 640 credit score. Shannon, once they do their cash out, here's what's going to happen. You know what? Before I do that, let's overfill this thing.
Rodney, I'm stressed out knowing that this is $10,000.
Oh, yeah, now we have $10,200.
Oh, it's overflowing.
But here's how a cash out refinance works. A lot of people have a ton of equity in their home. And they have good to excellent credit, but they're credit card debts. And I had one gentleman move forward on a cash out the other day. He owed $48,000 on one credit card. And then he had another credit card for $50,000. So here's what happens. Let's say this is your house. You're going to use the equity in your house. You're going to pay a lot lower interest rates.
Can I pour this one in?
Yeah, absolutely. And we're going to get rid of all this credit card debt.
Oh, in one cool swoop.
In one thing. So here's what's going to happen. Our credit scores are going to go back up to where we deserve. So all of a sudden I had a client at the 640s and now they're at 790s after they paid off all their credit.
All because they got rid of this and put it on one.
And credit scores impact your home insurance, your car insurance. It affects everything in the world. So what happens is things happen to people. It's called life. And we get into all this debt. And so I tell people all the time, it's time to get out of credit card debt. One of the reporters from the Dallas Morning News called me the other day and said, I am writing an article on people tapping into the equity. And you know what? It is. What are you doing it for? How much interest are you paying? But there's ways to get your debt under control.
There you go. You got to give Rodney a call if you want more information. He's at 1-800-EXPRESS or go to rodneyanderson.com for more information.